Hey Ghouls, so today I'm going to teach you how to block your brows like a pro. The first thing you're going to want to do is cleanse the surface area here. We want it free of oils, any leftover moisturizer, skincare of that nature. So go ahead and get yourself an alcohol wipe. If you have rubbing alcohol, that'll work too. You can use a cloth, cotton ball, cotton swab. There's ways around it. So you're going to want to go ahead and clean the surface here because you also want to get the eyebrow hair there as well. So go ahead and clean around it. I already went ahead and did it, so I'm a step ahead of you. And by the way, if this is your first time, practice makes progress. And I hoped you blocked off some time to block your brows. When I first did it, it took me a while. Now, I also want to factor in before we go any further, depending on the density of the hair of your brow is going to really determine how many layers you're going to need to apply. But don't fret, we're here, we're going to have some fun. So, now that this is clean and dry, we're going to go ahead and use our purple Disappearing Elmer's glue stick. This is the best one to use because it indicates it's dry when the purple disappears. That's why you see a lot of people using this. So what we're going to do, we want to start at the tail end of our eyebrow and work our way up in circular motions, and we're going to be a bit aggressive with it. So, and don't fret, I have sensitive skin, so you might see my skin turn a little red. So, but that's okay. And now the reason why we also want to go against the grain as well is because we really want to get the roots of our eyebrow hair saturated with the glue. So it's like the same concept of when you want more lift to your hair or volume, and you're going to want to put the hairspray at the roots because that's where it's going to give you that lift, and that's going to be your foundation. So it's the same concept here. So we want to really saturate our brows so it gets the foundation for it to stick up. Grab a spoolie. This is going to be one of the best ones to use. I do have a spoolie of this density, but it's a little too wide. And this is an eyebrow spoolie, so that works best. Because what we're going to want to do now is brush those hairs up and flat. And then I do have a cloth here. I'm just going to spray it with some water. You kind of got to work a little quickly because we're going to want to clean up those edges of the glue. And it might seem redundant, but trust me, it's going to help in the long run because we're layering the glue. And as we clean this up as we go, we're going to have less to work through, right? Because we're building up the glue, if that makes sense. Now, to also speed up this process, I'm going to use my hair dryer on the cool setting. Now that we sped up the process, I'm going to go ahead and tap. If I feel any tackiness, I'm going to go back in with my hair dryer and make sure that that texture is not there, because we don't want that, because that means that she's not ready to go. She needs more time, and that's okay. Some of us need a little bit more time. So now that this is dry like so, I'm going to go in with a second layer with the glue. Again, it all depends on the density of your eyebrow hair. So you may, if you have more fuller eyebrows, you may have to go in 3 to 4 layers. Now, all depending. Again, if this is your first time, now's the time to play around. You got 2 eyebrows, you could do a couple layers on one and then go for the extensive layer on the other to really get a feel for what works for you. Because what works for you may not work for me, what works for me may not work for you, and that's okay. So, I'm going to go ahead with my second layer. And this time, though, with our second layer, we're going to go with the grain. So first we go against to get the root, our foundation set down. And now we're going to go with the grain because now we really want to set in place our work that we have done. So here's a little bit more of a close-up as you see. So some of my eyebrow here, it grows straight up, and then the others kind of just, they found their own path in life and they go different directions, which is okay. It's fine. So now I just need to roll up my sleeves for this one. So now I'm going to go ahead, and as you're working with the glue, make sure that you're increasing the level of it, because when you're really going in aggressively, it goes down, and if it gets down too low, you don't want the plastic to be rubbing against your skin, so just a little tip. Spritz, spritz, spritz. And I want to go ahead and clean up that layer of glue. What I'm going to do is grab a puff and some setting powder. This is translucent, and I'm going to go ahead and really press. Now that I've applied the powder, this is what's going to help create more of a matte barrier between the brow and makeup. So now I can go ahead and color correct. I have the LA colors color correct, so I'm going to go here, the back of my hand, and now I'm just going to tap it in. Buff the edges out just a little bit. I had no idea that my phone was about to die, so my audio is going to sound different because I don't have my microphone hooked up anymore. So what we're going to do now is go in with our concealer and apply it where our color correct is. Now, my concealer has a doe foot, but it's on its last leg, so I'm going to go ahead and just use it because there's really not much left, and I really hope there's enough to cover. Apply the concealer. I'm going to go ahead back in with some powder, and we're going to press it in. Our final step, we're going to go ahead in with our foundation. Hey ghouls, so this is the finished look. How did we do? Do we have any questions? What was helpful, or what do you need more help with? Let me know down in the comments, and feel free to ask me any questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I also wanted to point out to you that I did 2 layers of glue on this brow, and I did 3 layers on this one. I really feel as though if I went in with the 4th layer of glue here, we would have really had some really full coverage in this area, but that's okay because practice makes progress. So now for next time, I know, do the 4th layer and we'll see. So I really hope this helped. I hope you had a good time, and thank you for watching. Tag me in your creations. I want to see what type of makeup look or costume or what you use this for. I would really like to see it. So feel free to tag me and stay weird. And until next time, bye.